we're back with Uncanny Adventures, and this is Forge of Fury, and we've been gone for a couple weeks. I was under the weather 2 weeks ago, so we took a break, and then there was holidays, and now we are here just in time to end out the year. Last time, our adventurers faced a black dragon in the depths of the caverns that they've been exploring, and it was pretty touch and go, but they managed to do enough damage to make the dragon think twice, and it flew away to lick its wounds. And the party quickly ascended out of the dragon's stronghold with what they could carry, said their goodbyes to their Dwargar friends, and headed back to the next level of the caverns, out of the forges, to make their way back to town, back to Blazingdale. So they've come upstairs, they're exiting the large door that enters the foundry area, and Gerard sees them off before closing the big heavy door behind them, and the lock setting into place. And that's where we find our adventurers as they come out into this glittery, fungus-filled cavern. And we're going to say hello to our players again and their characters, and then we're going to kick back into this and see what they do. So we'll start with Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I play Clarilla, the Wood Elf Ranger, and I'm annoyed we let a dragon get away.
And Brad.
Hi, I'm Brad. I play Razan, the Githyanki Samurai, and I'm just glad that we got out of there with our skins.
Jamie.
I'm Jamie. I'm playing Ardak, the Dragonborn Barbarian, and I'm happy just to be alive.
And Barry.
I'm Barry. I'm a Wood Elf Rider, and I'll probably help out next time we go to that.
As Cormac emerges from the shadows once again. So this is where you guys find yourselves. You are standing once again in this large, familiar cavern. You hear the dripping of water. You can smell, like the mold and the fungus here. But otherwise, it seems very quiet. You kind of look around at yourselves. You're a little bit beaten and worse for wear after your battle. What do you all want to do?
We've got all the weapons, correct? All the weapons that we were sent here to find?
Yeah, we got all of them.
Let's go back. I mean, I still want to fight the dragon, but you guys don't want to, and I don't want to do it on my own.
I don't think they're going to let us back in.
Yeah, if they've locked us
Shut
out.
the door and locked it. I don't think we're coming back.
I think we can knock. But I think with planning we could take the dragon.
We pissed it off. It's gonna kill you if you don't help.
Yeah, but
Or can we just kill them?
We should just head back.
I think we should probably take an hour-long breather before we try and do anything.
That sounds good. I could use a little stretch and rest.
yeah, why not? Let's take a rest.
And I don't see any doors to open, so.
Yeah, I vote short rest.
All right, so
Rest.
you guys look around. Where do you want to settle in to take this rest?
Right where we are, I think.
I'm going to settle in with my back to the door.
Okay. So you settle down.
Right, remind me the area we're in. So the bit that is just up there is where the tentacly thing was, wasn't it?
So you guys are sitting at the door. The tentacled monster that you dealt with, actually, there were a couple of them on that little ledge that you're sitting next to that you kind of cleared out. There were two smaller ones, not like the big one that you met at the other level. And then the bear was kept in a cage off to the north. And
Is this that massive room where I got locked in the sarcophagus?
yes, the sarcophagus are all the way across the
But they're on
room.
the other side.
Yeah, you can see them kind of in the glitteriness of the fungus. You can see them kind of shadowed on the ledge on the other side.
Where do we want to rest at?
Our backs to a locked door sounds good to me.
The door gets hit by acid.
We've
that would
rested
sound
here
fun.
before, haven't we? We've rested, like you guys rested here.
When I was locked inside talking.
Yeah.
You guys took a
We'd have
rest.
to travel back to the other side of the room to do that.
Yes, there was the big giant lizard that tried to swallow Raishan. You guys rested in that room after you pulled Raishan out of its gullet.
Which is just around the corner, correct?
It's across the room. Yeah, it's directly across the room and up the stairs.
By a door, I was always just rest by a door.
I'm okay going back to the place across the room where we have been before.
I don't know if we actually rested there or if that's just where we ended the session.
We just ended a session there, I think.
But we just all blanked out for a fortnight, and then we came back and we're like, oh shit, it's been long.
We could go to where the sarcophagus are.
I'd say we might be safer in a lair of a thing we have killed.
Or
AKA.
trapped. Let's just chill here. It's only an hour.
You want to sleep in a sarcophagus again? Is that what I'm hearing?
I said let's just chill here. It's only an hour, right? It's not a massive 8-hour one. Or are we doing a full?
No, we're just doing.
No, we're just gonna do a short rest.
I'm sure that's
why risk anything walking across this room?
Okay, fine. Let's have a rest here.
Yeah, I'll damage and I have 1 hit die, so I'm at my hour rest.
All right, so you settle in. You guys kind of sit about, relax, bind your wounds and things of that nature. While you're sitting and resting, you do hear across the room, though you don't see anything, you hear like the sound of rocks. They sound like somebody maybe bumped into something and it kind of falls over. And then in the distance, you hear a muffled...
It's your buddy.
It's Barry. I don't remember if I named it or not. I don't know. Do we still have any more of that terrible food I gave you?
Can I do a check, like I guess survival or something, to check if it is actually the bear?
You can make a nature check if you want to.
I'm most likely gonna be running off. Unless you stop me.
I mean, 18.
All right. So, Clarilla, you definitely realize that is the bear. It sounds like it's somewhere on the other side of the cavern in one of the other tunnels. And it just sounds like this lonely, just maybe a little hungry.
I have 0 food.
I have some rations, I think. I have a couple of rations you can have.
Cheers. Shall we ever find a bear?
I mean, we could go over to the bear.
And then hand the bear back like it's a horse and be like, what? That's a horse you gave me?
You want to try riding the bear? Sure.
If you think you can tame it, have at it. I'm just going to sit here and laugh.
I can tame anything. I've already broken its spirit.
Oh, sure.
All right, let's go find this stupid bear.
It's not stupid. It's amazing. And it's my best friend.
I thought we were your best friends.
Yeah, well, that's until I met Barry. And Barry is so much cooler.
All right. So
Maybe your best friend, but I doubt you're his best friend.
So you rest for your hour and then start to head out across the room looking for Barry, the bear.
Listen for Barry.
Sure.
Can I keep an eye out just to see that there's nothing else around?
Yes, you can. You can make perception check if you want to try to listen and look around for any signs of other trouble.
That's a 20. Not a natural, but a 20.
All right. So you kind of keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out. You can hear Barry as you move across the room. He's making sounds like you hear like scratching sounds, and you hear like but as you pass this little staircase that leads up down in the southern section of the room, heading for the caskets, you do think you catch a glimpse of like movement just at the edge of your vision, and then it's gone.
Who goes there?
You hear
I can see you.
You hear footsteps quickly running away, and then like splattering of water.
The motherfucking wizard.
I run towards the water. I see you. Come out.
You do not get a response as you yell.
Do I see like the water like rippling? Is it obvious where there's someone swimming?
You look and you don't see anyone swimming, though you think that it sounded like they maybe ran through it while they were running away once you saw them.
Is it kind of like where I have my token at right now?
So if you run up the stairs real quick and kind of take a look.
Yeah, sure.
You see a figure disappearing off into to your right, which would be to the left of the screen of the map. So you see
like this isn't me moving, just like over in this direction.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of call back
after him down the stairs.
Went that way.
Which way?
What way?
And I'm just gonna point in the direction.
So it looks like
way off to the left.
It went up and to the left and up the stairs away.
Like up into this little alcovey place up here?
No, look, it kept going. Like, so it ran.
So it like went all the way up.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm very confused where everyone is on the map. Okay.
We're down the stairs. Or up the stairs.
We're kind of just near the room with the
Okay,
wizard.
right.
So you guys run into that lower room. You run kind of past to where the lizard room is. You kind of look inside. You don't see where this figure went to.
It's not.
But in the lizard room, we don't see. Did we see them go into the lizard room?
Ardak saw them run up that corridor, but didn't see which way they went. If they went into the lizard room or continued straight up.
Just kept going up towards where the sarcophagus are.
Mm. I'm gonna have a look around in this room.
All right, so you run into that room and you're kind of looking around.
I'm going to have an arrow notch and ready to shoot anything but the bear.
You look and you still don't see any sign of this figure. Now you do remember when you guys fought this wizard, he managed to cast invisibility and disappear on you.
It's a motherfucker.
Okay, I want to do this a bit more cleverly. Can I see any tracks on the floor?
Make a survival check.
No, I see no tracks on the floor.
Let me take a look. Nope, I don't see anything either.
So you look around.
I'll join in the fun.
Oh, -1 dude.
Ardak, you see not so much footprints or tracks like that, but you do see like trail of puddles.
Okay.
That at first look like they could have just been splashing from the water flowing out of this little underwater river area. But then you realize it looks like it heads up and toward that underground waterway that led into the main room you came in to begin with. And then they disappear as if maybe the figure jumped back into the water.
Okay. And then do I see any sort of like if it came out of the water, or is it just kind of stop?
It looks like it came out and maybe ran across the ground while you guys were pursuing, and then it disappears again, like it jumped back in when it got closer to that opening at the top. Maybe it used it to go underneath, you think, to the next room.
Okay, so
because
like up here is where
yes,
the trail.
Yep, because you know that underwater, it goes underwater and connects to the room up above.
Okay. I'm just gonna just for the heck of it, I'm gonna have my trident kind of just start stabbing at the air to see if like it's just standing there watching us be idiots.
You stab around, and you don't connect with anything. So you don't think he's just standing nearby you.
Why are we worried about this thing? It's not bothering us. Let's just get out of here.
That's fair.
So that's bad.
If it bothers us, I'll slice it in half.
Well, the dragon bothered us. We didn't see you slicing that in half.
I
We
came
bothered it.
close.
It didn't bother us. We bothered it. And I'm gonna just make my way back to where all their sarcophagi are.
All right, so you look around one more time and then head back down toward the other side of the room. Not sure where exactly this person is, but knowing that there seems to be somebody watching you.
That's fine.
I want to constantly keep an eye out for it now. For anything unusual. Like, I want to be not oblivious to my surroundings.
All right. So you're watching very carefully. So you move back into the room with the sarcophaguses.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the bear actually is like growling and making a lot more noise in the next hallway up. He seems disturbed by something.
Maybe he's where the bear is. We should go.
My token seems stuck, Jeanette, just so you know.
Uh-oh. I'll get him. I'll get it. Don't worry.
I know.
Oh, boom.
Alright, let's go.
Fast travel.
There.
There we go. It just wouldn't let me move it.
I think you got stuck in a wall, right, Sean?
Ah. Okay.
Oh, it's my friend!
So
Okay, so this is where the water pops out at.
it is. So
I
you
didn't
see.
realize that was this close. Wait, we could have just walked down the whole time instead of going.
Well, we would have to swim under it, I think, and pop up.
Yes, you would. It's actually submerges and then pops back up on the other side.
Oh, there's so many dead people in this room.
Your bear is here.
I know.
The bear is like looking up the stairs and growling, and then as you all come into the room, it sort of turns around and like puts its paws down and looks at you all. It's like, and it looks.
Give us some food.
It's looking from one to the other, and then it sees you with the food, and it kind of looks a little interested, but it still is agitated by something.
I'll give it its food. Pat it on
I
its
think
head.
the invisible
Hopefully
dude's
that
up the stairs.
All right.
You have bigger issues of making a new friend.
So you can roll me, because you're feeding him, you can give me an animal handling check with advantage.
I'm not proficient in these. I still have a +3, but
Never mind. I was going to say I can help you. I know stuff about it, but it's okay.
So
nothing's good enough.
you hold out the food, and it looks at you, and it kind of sniffs the air, and it looks like it remembers you from a couple days ago, and it comes up, and it sort of like quickly like tries to take the food out of your hand. Just give me a quick dexterity roll as it seems very hungry.
Dex.
Yeah, straight dex roll, just to get your hand out of the way.
Oh.
So he takes the rations, and he does kind of nip you a little bit. You do take one HP and you kind of get a bite in your hand, but it starts chewing on the rations, and seems placated a little bit by this. It seems like it was pretty hungry.
Do you know those people when they like dress up a dog who really does not want to be dressed up? That's going to be me with this bear. It's going to try and get away. And I'm like, no. You love me.
Do these stairs go somewhere?
The stairs, you remember, they lead back up to the upper level of this cavern. They are where the orcs lived. They go up to that room where that fire trap was.
Okay.
And you guys had come through that other room where there was a bunch of like tables and other like ritual type stuff. and you descended down here.
It's the way out.
It does lead up toward the exit.
Well, it also seems to be where our little,
that secret door.
seems to be where our little friend is going too.
Okay, let's try and usher the bear with us.
You can try to usher the bear with you.
Ardak, do you slip around the bear as it's eating?
Yeah, I just walk by it. I don't care.
So do I.
I'm going to try and usher the bear with us, because I'm not leaving without my friend.
All right, so you
It's going to be the death of me.
you can roll me another animal handling check on this bear.
Do we have anywhere to talk to this bear?
I mean, I would say I can help because my animal handling is pretty good. I learned quite a lot. But I don't know how to help. I can give advantage, maybe?
I still have one more ration, if that'll help me.
Yeah, and with the ration and with Clarilla's help, you can roll another animal handling with advantage to try to coax the bear to kind of come with you as the others start to ascend the staircase back to the next level.
Come on, friend. Yeah, it's a little bit better. That's my best one so far.
One better.
So the bear kind of is slobbering up what's left of the rations on the floor, and you start waving what you have in your hand at it, and it kind of looks around at the floor, looks around at the cave, leans down and laps up some water, and then it starts kind of turning and sort of lumbering towards you to get the next set of rations in your hand. So it's coming toward you.
Oh, shit. Let's leave him upstairs. This can only end good, teasing a bear with food. Is it a normal bear?
It's like a big black bear. Like, it's just a big, like...
So it's not a dire bear, okay.
Nope. He's just a...
That's probably a plus.
Yep, the troglodytes had him caged up in one of the cages down here, and we're keeping him for some reason. You are not sure why.
We could have fed a troglodyte kid.
That's a little too charred.
They are a little charred. So...
Zoom.
What do we do? Zoom.
Master Skywalker has a zoom. Oh, that was so bad.
All right, so you guys head up the stairs, and they go up for a while before they emerge back up at the top where you're facing that door that the fire trap was coming out of, that Ardak brilliantly disabled when last you arrived.
Oh, yeah. I tried trapping my enemies in there. I mean, the door got jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Let's see.
That was so
And then
unlucky.
I disarmed the trap, which is technically your job.
True.
Yeah, I was busy.
All right, so you all come back up the stairs. The bear, as Cormac is holding the rations, the bear is like plodding along behind you, trying to go after the rations and following you up the stairs. He doesn't seem like he's threatening. He just seems like that was good and I want some more. Wait, where are you going? Why are you taking my rations away? So he's just lumbering after you, like, and every once in a while he gives a plaintive little.
You're teasing a bear.
This is my last ration, okay? It gets his food. We're fucked.
What is that at the top of the room where I'm standing? Is that a door?
That was the door. That's where the trap was. That there's
Right.
a small room beyond it, and Ardak had gone inside and like busted the pipes. So now when you try to open the door, it only like fizzles, like little like sparklers,
Mhm.
nothing else.
Can I try another survival to see if I can figure out if this figure went anywhere?
Yes, you can.
Nope.
Yep. So you look around and you're not sure if maybe you passed him on the way up the stairs or if he slipped out through the door at the bottom, or you have no idea at this moment where he might be.
Can I listen out to see if there's a bunch of people in the gigantic room to the left of us?
All right. So you look through there and you see, because you guys did you guys unpile that? I can't remember off the top of my head. There was that huge stack of stuff in there, and I don't think you ever moved it. So there's like a pile of crates and bags and barrels that are blocking the visibility. So you just see through the bars, it goes to all those barrels, which we're in the big storage area up here. So you don't see anybody in that space.
Yeah, that's why I was listening. The hunting party should be back saying that. We've had a couple of sleeps.
You have.
Phil, we just keep moving. Get out of here.
Okay. Oh yeah, this bear is probably going to try and get my rations.
Yeah, as you stopped, it's sort of come up and it's walking toward you, Ardak, like.
I see a door. I open it.
Well, Raishan, that door at the top, that's just like a small, like, closet. There's nothing past it. You guys came in through the door at the bottom of the hall.
Yeah.
There was another room down there.
Okay.
Down her.
I feel like Raishan's like, I've seen a door. I'm going to open this door.
I like opening doors.
It's what he does best. Open to the doors.
It's true. He does it very well. Or you could try to open the bars and go through that way if you wanted to.
It's a lot of work.
Is the little pathway through the wall wide enough, or must be wide enough for the bear?
The door is small. The bear would have to squeeze through. You think he could probably squeeze, but it might be a little uncomfortable for him to do it. In fact, looking around up here, as you get up here, you all do notice one thing. There are, like, big claw marks in both doors. It looks like maybe the bear came up here at some point, tried to get through, and then couldn't, and went back down the stairs to the lower level where there was water.
Oh, what the heck. I'm going to go up to the bars, try to pull them out.
Yay, friend. I'll motivate you by saying yay, friend.
All right, so you go over to these bars, and you want to try to open them up. So.
Oh, I'm going to try and pull one out of the wall.
All right. We should be back. We had a slight technical difficulty. Kat may have lost her connection. If she comes back, we'll fix everything, but we're back. The party climbed the stairs. You guys are in this long room. The bear is walking up to Cormac, sniffing the air, coming closer, looking at the rations, salivating. And the door at the end of the hall is closed. Raishan, though, is pulling at these bars, trying to get these bars to open. All right, so when you pull at the bars, give me a strength athletics check.
Athletics it is.
Boom.
I think I do fairly well there.
So you grab hold, and you're intently going to pull out one bar. This whole thing, like, it's super heavy, but you're just like, you grab it and you just raise it right up, and it catches in the ceiling and is locked in place.
Turns out it's actually PVC pipe painted to look like metal bars.
Shiny people are good for something, aren't we, sneaky guy?
Yeah, carrying my gold. We should probably keep moving this bear's off my last ration.
And letting your bear out of here.
All right. And I have to fix your light sources. So when you come through here, there are all of these boxes and things kind of in your way to continue through that you think you'll have to move in order to keep going.
Run them down. Charge them.
What do you guys want to do as you get in there? There's barrels, there's boxes, there's some heavy bags that have, like, spoiled vegetables in them.
Can the bear actually make it through this opening?
Yeah, he can. If you get the barrels and things out of the way, he can move through where the bars were because the gate's now open. But you think it's going to take a little bit of effort to kind of move all of this stuff out of the way to go through here. I'm
just going to start picking these things up and heaving them back into that big room down the stairs.
All right, so you start heaving things through, and at first the bear kind of moves away and growls a little bit. He thinks that you're like attacking him, and then you throw some more things, and things tumble down the stairs. And he actually like starts like one of the bags is flying by, and he sort of catches it in his jaw and starts ripping at it and pulling it apart. It seems like he thinks maybe this is some sort of game that you're playing with him. And he just starts tearing at things and knocking things down the stairs and making a ruckus of things while you guys are moving these bags and barrels.
This bear's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'll help start chucking things out of the way.
All right, so it takes you a little bit. It takes maybe about 15 minutes or so to really like get everything, because it was piled floor to ceiling and it was a fairly deep pile. But you eventually like clear most of the stuff out of the way and make a passable pass through there into this kitchen, or this like sort of storage / what used to maybe be a kitchen area. And you finish and you kind of stop and listen, and it's still very quiet. You don't hear any sounds of anybody else inside the hall further on.
Well, let's just keep on moving.
Keep on moving if it will let me.
Keep on trucking.
Oh, are you blocked?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can move.
It may be because there's a line there for the bags and barrels that you've now moved, so I have to move the line.
Let us through.
Roll 20. All right, ready? Now you should be able to move. Look at that. Magic of the internet.
Oh.
You guys can see now too, which is good. All right, so once you start moving again, the bear continues to tear at some of this stuff, and then it sniffs the air again and turns and starts to follow the rations once more.
It is completely destroyed.
But there's the way around the bridge.
There's that secret door up north. Oh,
There's the poison trap.
Did we disarm that?
On what?
The poison trap.
We didn't disable it. We just kind of...
We're going to do that or else Barry's going to get hurt.
So
sacrifices have to be made.
I will push you off that cliff where the bridge was.
I will take you with me.
Would be worth it. I have a potion of climbing. So
I'll just wave at you two, and then I'll keep going.
I can give potion of climbing to the bear, and he could climb up the Wait, would it fit up the chimney?
the chimney might be a tight squeeze for the bear.
Shit.
I mean, we can get out through the chimney, but somebody wants to take a bear.
Yeah, the bear's amazing. I'm not leaving it trapped down here.
Well, you guys are talking, Cormac. All of a sudden, you feel the bear like eating the rations in the back of your hand as it's caught up to you. So you have to pull them back.
Handling Jack.
All right, go ahead, roll it.
Right, I'm taking advantage of this. Come on. Oh shit.
So he like gets like a piece of it, and he's like, and is looking at you like the sad puppy eyes, like he wants the rest of that food.
That's all the food I had.
He just sort of licks his lips and kind of looks at you. Checks its paws for any spare pieces of it. He seems somewhat like docile. Like you think probably looking at him, what he went through being caged up and how they treated him. He doesn't seem like he's intent on eating you yet. If he gets hungry enough, he might still eat you.
I'm going to very not subtly reach to my bag and pull out one of my rations to start eating it.
The bear turns and starts walking toward Ardak.
I just hold it out for him. Like I'm just gonna like eat it to make a point and then give it to the bear.
All right, just make a dexterity roll to see if it nibbles on a little bit on Ardak too.
Nat one.
All right, so you manage to pull your hand away as it swallows the rations in one gulp, and it's just and licking.
Bear feeding simulator. This game's amazing.
You guys are feeding this thing too fast. Slow down.
It's fine. I still have 9 rations.
Do I have some rations?
We'll see.
I did save your life.
We also saved your life.
I won't tell the public that you slaughtered a bunch of innocent kids.
I murdered troglodytes. They were going to be evil.
It's only because you hate them. Okay, so we go to the door where the bell's hidden. We need to summon poison trap. Or maybe, no, that rope bridge would not have got a bear across even if it was fixed, right?
Probably not.
You think that it would probably be a bit difficult. Like, if they brought the bear over the rope bridge, he probably wasn't awake doing it himself. They may have had to use some kind of pulleys to get him in here. Because otherwise, you're not sure what they did getting him in here. You don't think they squeezed him through the secret door, but maybe they did.
Okay, well, secret door, he will come.
All right, so
Now, the statue of the poison trap, was it like a pressure plate?
Yeah, so basically, what you remember when you walked out that door, as soon as you stepped outside that door in the 4 squares that were in front of the statue, it depressed, yes, right there. It depressed the plate, and the statue spewed poison at you.
I'm going to go... Do you want to disarm it? Or I can just, do a safe activation of it? Because we activated, then it took a time to reset.
I don't think we stepped on it after you activated it. It's up to you. You can try it, but...
Well, no, I was just going to go grab one of those heavy bags back there, chuck it onto the plates.
Press down. Alright, that seems smart.
Let it press down. It'll shoot out the poison, and then when it dissipates, we kind of just zip on through.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
All right, so you move over, you grab one of the big bags, you toss it down, and it does. As soon as that thing hits the plate, it spews the poison out into the area. But you guys stand back at a safe distance, and it fills the area and kind of hangs, and then slowly kind of dissipates. You can feel like your eyes burn a little. There's a little tingle even in your throats where you are, but you're not, it's not enough to affect you. And then you think at some point it's safe enough after maybe, 30 seconds or so to move past that through the space.
I'm going to run up and open the door.
All right, you run up and open the door. It opens on that room that was the bunk room where the orcs were all staying. You can see across the way where you had the ropes and the bells and everything rigged up for the warning. They're all gone. Like someone took them down.
Okay.
And the secret door is closed. So it looks like just the plain wall at the back. No ropes, no bells, no anything like that.
The orcs were back.
Or is that wizard piece of shit?
I don't think he'd come up this high.
He could be running. There's the bear.
Oh, the bear, he follows. He's plodding slowly along. Takes him a little while to catch up. He keeps stopping at the piles, and he's pawing through looking for anything interesting before he continues on. When he comes up, he's got half a sack hanging in his open jaw, like he ripped into it and it got stuck, and it's just kind of flapping and hanging there.
This bear's amazing. Probably the best find we've done so far.
Besides
I hope he doesn't set off the trap.
So if that's the best find, then you won't mind if we take all the shinies for ourselves then.
One thing Torment has learned in this trip is the value of friendship. Okay?
You have to buy my friendship.
Do you know how much gold this bear could carry?
Alright, let's
head towards trying to reopen up that door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can you let us through the door, Jeanette?
I'm going to let you through the door.
And then we get immediately attacked.
That's cool because I'd run away with the bear. I pick up this friend.
All right, so the door opens. So yeah, you move to the secret door. You can see it's closed. It looks like just the regular wall on this side now.
Can I look and see if anyone put any traps up?
Sure, you can make me either perception or investigation.
17.
All right, so you take a look. You can see where the door mechanism is on this side to open it. There's sort of is a little depression in the wall. You kind of look at it. You look around the seams. You don't think there's anything like trapped on this. It doesn't look like they've rigged it with anything. There's no lines, nothing like that. So you think it's safe if you tried to open it.
I'll just open it.
All right. So Raishan, you grab the thing and you pull what should trigger it to open, and you push on the door, and it kind of is stuck. It's not moving when you push on it.
I'm going to kick it.
All right. Do you want to roll me an athletics check?
Sure.
All right. You wind up and you give it a huge kick to kick it open. You can see it move a little bit because it is like supposed to open, but then it doesn't go, and you feel the pain up your leg from kicking it. You think that somebody has pinned this door closed.
Does the door open at all?
It just moved a little in the frame, but it didn't like open. And you actually hear from the other side a muffled
Is this a wooden door?
This is stone. This is the stone wall. It's a secret door made of stone.
Do you remember how thick it was?
Can I just kind of start pushing against the door, seeing if like I can do anything to help?
Sure, you
I'll
can
lean into it with them.
All right, so one of you can make an athletics check with advantage.
What's your athletics?
+7.
Mine's +8.
Go for it.
All right, so you both lean in on this door and push, and you can feel it push up against something, but it doesn't give. And then you hear like that muffled and then thump, thump, thump. Like you hear like heavy footsteps. They sound like they're moving away.
I push on the door again.
Yeah, I'm still just gonna help.
All right. So, Raishan, you want to roll this time?
Sure.
Yeah, a little better.
Yeah. So you think you're pushing. You think that they have done something to like block this really, really like solidly. They've taken some time with this.
Are there any sort of like gaps anywhere, like underneath the door?
Not really. It's pretty well fit in there. Like when it's closed on this side, it's meant not to be noticed. So maybe the seam is only as big as like a seam between the rocks.
Okay.
This is good dwarven rock cunning.
Stupid dwarves.
The bear sits down on its haunches and watches from the hallway.
Hey, can your bear lean against this door?
No.
Why not? It's heavy. It will move it.
It's probably barred. I can bar something so you can't open it easily.
Well, then you look at it. See if you can get this thing open.
Okay, do I need it?
Rogue, you're supposed to know these tricks.
So if I look at it, can I see if there's any weakness to this at all?
You could give me an investigation check on this door.
Okay, investigation. 18.
So you kind of take a look at it, and there's nothing you can see that would let you open it, like with your tools or anything from this side. It literally, like looking at this, they have either maybe used pitons to seal it, or maybe they've put a larger, heavier rock or something on the other side of this. They have purposely like forced this door to almost be near impossible to open. It would take severe like strength to undo whatever they've done.
Okay. So what we're going to do is leave the bear in this room, find a way across the gap, slaughter every person on the other side, open this door.
If I get across the gap, why would I come back to this door?
For the
It's a
bear?
pretty big gap, though. I don't think we can cross it.
You do remember that it was about 30 feet across, and the bridge was down when you were last here.
How far can someone jump when they're running?
Your strength mod.
Yeah, you can need a 10-foot start, and then it's basically your strength mod in feet, I think it is. I'll check.
I'm pretty certain if I'm running, I can jump further than 2 feet.
No, strength mod, your strength score.
Your strength
Yeah,
score.
strength score. So.
Oh, okay. So my strength score is not 30.
And I can triple that with jump as a spell that I have as a Githyanki.
That is
I
true.
can
I can make it over.
I can make 20 feet. I wouldn't make the rest of the way.
I can jump 57 feet.
So you
crap.
jump over, hold some rope, catch it to something, or anchor yourself.
And my flying potion's gone, so I can't
Yes.
use that anymore.
Oh, I have that potion of climbing. So can I just crawl across the roof? Is that what it does?
Let me double check what climb gives you. So with a potion of climbing.
Spider-Man, hello.
Just saying, I can jump 57 feet.
So you, Raishan, feel that you can definitely clear that gap with the help of your magical ability.
Sorry, how far can you jump?
57 feet if I use my jump.
Jesus Christ.
Because
Oh my god.
It's triple my normal. My normal is 19, so.
That is insane.
So
Yeah, just wait till he sees a door.
So as far as the climbing potion, it gives you the ability to climb at your walking speed for up to an hour. You get advantage on athletics check for climbing, so it makes you really good at climbing. So you could you could think that you could probably take it, and then you use your ability to climb around the circumference of the room to get to the other side of the chamber.
I think he should jump. I want to see him jump. It'd be hilarious watching him, the big shiny person, jump across the room.
Can you carry me bodyguard style?
I could carry a rope and tie it off so that you guys can climb across.
Could you carry me bodyguard style?
No.
Fireman lift it and then just...
I think not.
I would love to see
Let's
it.
go.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, we got this trap thing to deal with again.
No, the bear is sitting on the pressure plate, so it hasn't reset yet.
Hey, friends.
He's just sitting in the doorway on his haunches, watching you guys. He's chewing on that piece of bag that's stuck in his lips because he doesn't know what else to do with it.
Okay, let's go back the other way.
Tell him we'll be back for him very soon.
Make an animal handling check to see if you can get him to stay. As you say that and you start to walk away, he begins to plod after you.
I'm gonna take out a ration and toss it back on the pressure plate so he's stays there.
All right, he starts to plod. He takes 3 steps. The ration goes past him. He turns around and goes after it, and the pressure plate stays up. You guys,
Stay there.
Ushering everyone. Quick, come on.
Stay there, bear.
do you want to intimidate the bear to stay,
I mean,
or do you want to animal handling? You'd have advantage because you did throw him a treat.
I'm gonna go with intimidate because that one's a no modifier as opposed to a -1 modifier. So.
That's fair. It goes for the ration. You you're stay there, and he kind of looks at you and is like, "Roar." And then he goes back to eat
Don't
the
you
ration.
raise your voice at me.
This is amazing. Okay, so back to see if there's rope bridges. The door's shut.
What?
Oh wait, that's the door to that room where I
Yeah,
skinned the wolf.
You know you have to go back around to the main chamber, and there was a set of double doors that led out to the bridge.
Near the jail.
Yes, near the jail.
Let's go do this thing.
Okay, there's a big set of doors. Where's my door opener?
I forget where all this is.
I will move you. Let me get back to that
Okay.
map. Here we go. Boom, one person. Two people. And the bear stays behind. All right, so you guys come around.
I'm
And
going to have an arrow notch in case I see some rude person across the side.
all right,
I opened the door.
sounds good. So when you open
And I'm near the door, just like step behind him.
Very good. So you guys open this door that leads out onto this landing, and the bridge is still hanging down but it's hanging on this. It's hanging down, so it's on the other side. They had cut it from this side. You can see where it was cut on either side of the two pillars that are left. You do see on the opposite side. You see an orc who had just come out the secret door off to this side. You see another orc that was waiting, it appears, over here. And there is, standing further back up the stairs on the little landing, there is a tall female orc in a robe, flanked by two more orcs as you come out the doors.
Wizard
I would like to shoot an arrow at her.
All right, so you guys come through. Cormac, you also had an arrow readied, I believe.
Yeah, shoot any.
All right, so you guys can both take your readied shots, and then everybody can roll initiative as you fire at these orcs that are lying in wait for you.
That's a 24 on her.
Oh, that will definitely hit her.
Excellent. Oh, only 5 piercing.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going for that stupid wizard.
So you're
Is
going.
that the same wizard?
No, so this is a female orc. The wizard you saw was actually a troglodyte wizard.
Troglodyte.
24.
24 will hit her.
Ignore the sneak, I think.
Yes.
Unless
Nope,
it was
they were waiting. Like they're readied, so she'll take 10.
so only 10.
All right.
I almost that would hurt.
So 2 arrows thud into her, and she roars in anger and points at you and screams in Orcish to her compatriots. And then I'm going to write down everyone's initiative and get going. So what did Clarilla get?
I got a 6.
Excellent. What did Raishan get?
22.
Ooh. What did Cormac get?
22.
Oh my, I think Cormac, do you have the higher
I have
initiative?
a +9.
Yeah, you're kind of crazy. Ardak.
18.
18. All right, let's see what my guys get. Orc is gonna roll.
Ooh.
All right, so that's the low roll for those guys.
Question.
Yo.
If I hit that orc lady,
Mm-hmm.
does my assassinate go off?
Let
is that
me double
in
check.
combat?
No, she would have to be surprised.
Yeah.
Advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken turn in combat yet.
That's true. She didn't get a turn, and he came out readied. So I'd say, yeah. Like, if he came out prepared to shoot, I would say definitely. So what do you get for that?
So advantage and any hit you score against creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So if it wasn't surprised, I still get advantage, but that would activate my sneak.
Yes.
So you would still get sneak attack damage.
Yes.
So do I just roll the one more time to see if I crit? If
Yes.
not, we just take the
Absolutely.
17. No, so just the extra 17 sneak attack damage onto that bitch.
Ow, all right. Let's see.
This is for blocking the doorway. Really don't like her. Cormac seeing red.
Yeah, right? All right, so let me roll for this one. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, so Cormac, you loose your first arrow, and it slams into this robed female orc figure. She sort of doubles over in pain, but stays on her feet, even as Clarilla also hits her with an arrow. What do you do now, Cormac?
I'm going to attack her again. She's still standing.
She's still standing.
So, do I get an advantage again, right? Because they haven't taken the turn in combat yet.
I believe so. That's the assassinate feat does give you.
Also, I'm going to smack her again.
Ow. So 26 will hit.
2, 1, and 4. That was terrible. Only 17 damage that time.
All right. So she is bleeding heavily from these arrow wounds that she's already taken.
So if I walk out here and bonus action hide behind the pillar.
All right, yep. So you use the pillar. You step behind it so you're completely obscured from them. And you can roll me here. Oh, that's good. That is a good stealth. As Cormac vanishes from their sight, the rest of you can see him because he's on your side, but they have lost track of him. Raishan.
Seeing as though I have no ranged attack abilities whatsoever, I am just going to step back behind said pillar.
Excellent.
And I am going to begin tying a rope around my waist.
Sounds like a plan.
And I will try to sneak.
Okay. All right. So Raishan gets himself behind the pillar and is quickly tying a rope around his waist. Then this female in her robes, who looks extremely angry at having been shot with 2 arrows.
3.
3, that's true. 3 arrows. Let's see. She is going to...
This is one ranged arrow holder she can see, so I wonder who did it.
Who might have done it? I don't know. Let's see. All right. So she looks across. So she comes down the stairs, like to the bottom of the stairs in anger. She looks across at those that she can still see. So she can still see Clarilla and she can see Ardak. And she conjures a spiritual weapon.
Oh, fun.
So a spear appears. And we're just going to use... This guy's cute. So this is her spiritual weapon, this little tiny, tiny thing. It appears next to... Actually, it'll appear... Because Ardak, you're bigger. So it appears right in front of Ardak. And it is going to attack you, Ardak.
Of course it does.
Yep. So... Her spell attack is going to be a plus... Well, she doesn't have a very good hit, so you may have a... This may just be laughable from her, but she's trying. Here we go.
You say that, then you're gonna nat 20 it.
Well, I gotta give myself some oomph. So, boom. It attacks, and you quickly dodge this. It is... And then, since that is a bonus action to cast that spell, she is going to throw a spear across the range at you. So, she's going to have disadvantage because it is a little bit further than the range of the spear. So here she goes. A 21. 9 piercing damage. As she heaves it across and it stabs into you from across the way. And she's like, ha! You're not leaving. Then it is Ardak's turn.
So I'm just going to keep that spear in me, because why not? Bonus action, I'm going to rage. And then I pull out 2 javelins and use my 2 attacks to hurl both of them at her.
All right.
All right, so let's see. First one. 15.
She just barely misses her.
Okay. Try that again. That's better.
As she's dodging that one and you let the second one loose, it hits her in the side.
And that is 9 piercing damage.
All right. She is a bloody mess, but still standing. Then, let's see. After Ardek, do you stay where you are on the edge with that spear in your face?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anywhere else to go.
All right. The orcs. They pull out longbows. These two move down the stairs and flank on either side of what appears to be their mistress. And there are 2 of you that they can see. And they're going to unleash fury on you for you attacking this woman.
They're terrible shots, though, right?
I mean...
Not 20.
Here we go. Let's...
Guess you're going to live here with the bear.
I did not want to bring it up. Here we go. Have to open the right character sheet. All right. First longbow attack against Ardek.
Misses.
Shoots. Second against Ardek.
Also misses.
All right. Then against Clarilla. Oh. So 9 points of damage as an arrow sinks into Clarilla's upper shoulder. And then a second arrow.
If it was another nat 20, I was gonna...
But it is still 9 points of damage. So Clarilla takes 2 arrows. Thump, thump, as Ardek just shield up. They glance off your shield. Clarilla, it is your turn. You have just been pincushioned. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that was not fun. Right. So where is she? She's gone.
No, she is standing in the center of the 5. She is the middle one. She is literally this one.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay,
Yep.
I did not see it. I'm going to shoot another arrow at her. Longbow. 23.
That will hit her.
Excellent. 12. Yes.
She doubles over and is much slower to get back to her full height. She kind of struggles back up and is like, "You want to kill us? You'll not get out."
Excellent. And because I had so much fun, I'd like to use Swordbreaker. Now, which one of the 2 guys standing directly behind her is the one that shot me with a natural 20?
The one lower on the screen, so to the south.
So which one of the 2 shot me? Any one of them shot me?
This guy right here.
All right. I am going to shoot him as a revenge with another arrow.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Oh my god. And clearly my revenge got in the way.
Yeah, it hits that lighted post there that it just thuds into it next to his head and he goes, "Not a good shot."
And then I would like to go and hide behind this pillar.
All right, you go.
Another attack?
Sorry?
Don't you have extra attack now, since we're level 5?
I'm not level 5, am I?
We should all be level 5.
I'm level 5? When did that happen? Did we
Last
level up at
session.
the end of
Last
the last
session.
We
Oh.
leveled up at the
Right,
end of that session.
okay. In which case, let me just level up. But yeah, you carry on.
All right, we'll come back.
You do have an extra attack, though.
Yes.
You can shoot her.
Yeah, okay. Now, I thought we'd leveled up, right? But I was looking at it, at my character sheet, and I'm like, well, I'm level 4, so clearly I must have imagined this. Alright. That's
Cool.
fine. In which case, I'm going to do exactly the same thing again.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm going to shoot her. Thank
Sounds
you for
good.
that, though.
Yeah.
27.
That definitely hits her.
And then that's another 12 on her, piercing.
She struggles to hold her feet, but she is still standing there and looking angry but proud.
And then I'm going to use my Heartbreaker again. Oh no, once on each
Yep.
of your turns.
Yep.
Nope, can't use Heartbreaker. That is fine. I'm going to go behind this pillar bit. I'm not going to roll stealth or anything, but I would like to... Would I like to cure wounds? No, I'm fine. No, cure wounds is not anyway. I'm fine. This is me.
Excellent. So, from behind you all in the open doorway, let's see, I'm going to roll a...
This motherfucker.
Let's see.
It's the wizard boy.
It's the wizard who's a bear, who's a dragon. It'll be all in one.
If it's my bear, which is the wizard, I'm gonna cry.
I've thought this the whole time, to be fair.
It can't be. We released him. He was trapped, and he went upstairs.
All right. So from behind this pole, or from behind the doors, I mean, 3 rays of fire are hurled at each of you. 1, 1, and 1. So
You get a nat 20 and this guy can still see me?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's right. He doesn't see you. He got high enough to see both Kat and Raishan. So 2 are going to go at Raishan and 1 at Clarilla. So he is going to attack.
Oh, you guys also. Everything should have been -3.
I think you still would have hit. You still would have hit.
Yeah, you still would have hit.
Okay, just remember that as well. Sorry.
All right, so first against Clarilla. Oh, yeah. That's, and then I'll roll against Raishan. That's the first one against Raishan, and oh my goodness, that's the second one. So...
Holy crap.
Yeah, so 3 scorching rays, that's a ridiculous number, come out of the darkness and do... I'm just going to roll 1 damage roll. All right, so
behind us?
Yeah, this is from somewhere in the hallway behind you. And it's going to be 6 points of damage to Clarilla and 12 points to Raishan. It's fire damage. Comes out of the darkness. And you see standing there the troglodyte wizard. His robes blowing back and just as he lances out with these flames.
That sounds all cool and stuff, but he did just throw fire at us.
He did just throw fire at you. And then we're back at the top of the order. So Cormac, you are tucked up against that pillar and the flame sort of sears past you and hits Clarilla. What do you want to do? Oh, I gotta put the troglodyte on the board. Boom. As he just sort of came running into view and just fire, fire, fire.
So...
You have a vendetta against him.
I do.
Oh, I now too.
So what happens? So because I'm like super sneaky, what happens when I attack someone when I'm super sneaky?
You have advantage.
You have advantage, and if he's surprised, you crit.
Because you're assassin.
If I did it at range, he would be surprised. But if I ran up and stabbed him, he wouldn't be.
Right, because he'll see you running. Like you're in the you managed to hide in the shadows.
Okay, well then let's shoot this bastard with my bow. I want him dead.
Oh. You shoot at him, and the arrow goes over his shoulder, and he just looks in your direction. All right.
I've got this team. I'm going to charge at him. About 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to stand. Can I swap my weapons?
Yeah, I'd let you swap your weapons when you're moving.
Okay, then I'm going to swap to my rapier and just prepare to attack if he does something.
All right.
Which makes it so I can attack.
So you run around him and get on the other side of him, and he watches you come around, and he's like, all right, so then it is Raishan's turn. Raishan, you've tied off your rope. You get burned by fire.
I am going to go up to this guy, and I am going to swing my greatsword at him.
All right.
I'm assuming a 23 hits.
That will definitely hit him. For 12 hit points of damage. All right, so you slash into him. He's like, ah! And he looks at you and he's like, come on! I'll kill you all. You murdered my people.
They murdered your kids, not me.
Is Raishan done?
I am not done.
Okay.
Because I get another attack.
That's true.
And I'm going to swing my greatsword again.
This time he just slightly moves and you miss him. No. Kargaz will have his revenge.
I am going to use my second wind. Or not my second wind, my
Action surge?
Action surge. For my bonus action, I'm going to activate my fighting surge, which gives me advantage on weapons attacks and 5 temporary hit points. And then I'm going to take 2 more attacks.
Sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
18.
An 18 will hit him.
Oh yeah, you do have advantage. I was like, oh my gosh, got another nat 1.
That is 8 slashing.
Okay.
And then another, and that one's a 19.
That will also hit him.
Oh, actually, that 8 is going to be something different, but
okay.
I get to reroll my 1. And I get to reroll my 1 on that, too.
Nice.
So. So add an extra 4 damage.
Okay.
So it'll be 620 damage.
All right. He just hisses at you as he starts, and you see blood soaking the robe he's wearing. All right, so then, let's see. She is going to let her spiritual weapon attack, first of all, because that guy is still standing right there in front of her.
That's me.
That is definitely you.
Let's see.
All right, so the spear attacks you.
Yeah.
All right. And that will do.
Probably shouldn't have said nat 20s, nat 20, nat 20.
Yeah, look what you did, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
What? We're equaling it out by nat 1s.
All right, so it's going to be plus. All right, so she gets to roll.
You have it anyway, so nat 20s don't do anything.
So 9 points of force damage to you.
Sucks to be you.
And then she throws another spear at you. She's going to throw this baby 2 hit. Oh, no. She's going to throw this one right here. Ranged. Boom. 10 to hit with the spear.
Nope.
All right. So after her, it is your turn, Ardak. There's all this noise behind you. You saw this fire explosion. You hear all the noise. You hear the fighting. You hear the troglodyte. You can't really see it because the column's in your way. There's just all this action now behind you. What do you want to do?
I am going to, first off, take out the spear that's in me. And as I pull it out, I go into a frenzied rage. And I am going to first pull out a javelin and chuck it at her.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just going to keep trying to attack her until I kill her. 14.
That will miss.
Okay. I pull out another javelin. 15.
Also misses barely.
God. And then I'm just going to chuck that spear. And I'm just going to roll with the javelin because I don't have a spear in my inventory.
It's with disadvantage because of the range.
Okay.
So it would be well, you have advantage. No, you don't. Okay, so 17. The spear hits her.
Okay. What's the damage on a spear?
A spear is a D8. No, wait, D6.
D6, I think is what my javelin is. Yeah. So that's 11 piercing damage.
Ow.
Right back at her.
She doesn't go down yet, but she sort of goes down to her knees. Like, she is...
Why won't you die?
And now her spear is sticking out of her, too. All right, so after that, the orcs, they move up now in a line. And there's only one person for them to fire on, as everyone else is taking cover. So they're all going to shoot at you, Ardak.
That's fine.
All right. So the first shoots with 17 to hit.
Miss.
Second one shoots at you. That goes wide. Third. Oh. And the fourth.
All miss.
Ardak just stands with his shield and just takes all these attacks. Clarilla, what are you going to do?
Well, so can somebody clarify, with the extra attack, that doesn't allow me to do an attack and a main spell, does it?
No, you get two.
It has to be a bonus action.
Yeah, you get an extra attack with your attack action. So if you have a bonus action spell, then you can attack.
Yeah, but I can't do like a normal spell and an extra attack.
Exactly.
Okay, right. I'm going to step out. And I'm going to shoot at her yet again.
Okay.
But before I do so, I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Ooh.
Which I keep forgetting that I have. So there we are. Great Ranger I am. So that's an extra D6, I believe. Let me check. Yes, 1d6 damage extra. So I'm going to cast that on her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot an arrow at her. Unsurprisingly.
Wood.
Gone. 12?
She dodges aside, breathing heavily, but managing to get out of the way of this arrow. Shakes her head at you.
Fine. That's fine. I would like to shoot the same guy just below her that I shot previously with my Horde Breaker.
Okay.
That's a 20.
You definitely hit him.
Excellent. That is a 10 piercing on him.
Roar! He roars in pain and looks over to see you standing, kind of sticking out from behind this column.
Cool. And then for my extra attack, they have high dex, don't they?
You're not sure.
Screw it. Head of Thorns. So I'm going to... Oh, no, that's a bonus action. Never mind. I can't do that. Never mind. I'm just going to shoot another arrow at her.
Okay.
24.
That definitely hits her.
Excellent. So that is 10 plus 5. 15 total piercing.
So she was kind of rising up from the kneed position after you shot at her, trying to look intimidating, and your arrow hits her in the chest, and she just keeps moving forward, and she tumbles off and falls down the chasm.
She probably had some cool stuff on her. God damn it. I would like to step back here.
All right. You get cover behind the pole.
Just a little bit. Thank you.
All right. Now, my troglodyte wizard. Let's see. He is going to... He steps this way, staying within both of your ranges of attack, and then holds up his hands, and his hands light on fire. And he burning hands at both Raishan and Cormac, who are both standing near him. So, burning hands. That is going to be, I believe, a dexterity saving throw from both of you. Yes, dexterity saving throws, please. All right, so you both dodge it. Now, Cormac, I believe, has evasion, which means if he dodges it, he doesn't take any damage. But
That's
Raish...
7.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So, I thought it was I thought it was 5th for some reason. All right.
It's
So,
uncanny dodge. So I'll
That's
just take
it.
the 4 of them.
all right, so here we go. 3d6 fire damage. Boom. You're fire. This guy seems to want to watch you burn. All right, so it's going to be 6 points of fire damage.
And I uncanny dodge, so I take 3.
There you go. That's good. That's the other thing you can do. Yes, and Cormac takes some damage. All right. So after he does that, it is going to be Cormac's turn.
Stabby. McStabby thing.
Okay.
I'm assuming 25 hits.
That will definitely hit him.
Where's with my sneak attack?
I don't know.
Oh,
All right.
22.
Well, you don't have sneak because he knows you're there.
I got someone within 5 feet of him.
We're Salen's right.
Oh, I always forget that. That's right. Yep, rogues are great. All right, so 20... Ouch. Rogues are deadly. All right. He stabs into him.
Yeah, except they don't give me an extra attack. How rude.
You got a lot of good features. All right, so Raishan, what do you want to do?
I'm just going to move up so he can't Burning Hands both of us ever again.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use my Fighting Surge again to give me advantage and 5 more temporary hit points.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing at him with my greatsword.
Sounds good.
15.
15 will hit him.
That is 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. He's still standing. He looks shaky. He looks like he's shaky, though. Oh.
And I crit
Yes, you do.
for 21 more damage.
And that is enough to cleave him in two, and he goes down. And he is no more. Thump. He just slides down the wall and lands. Raishan, do you want to do anything else?
Nothing else I really can do. So I guess I'm done.
All right. She is dead. So you hear distantly, you can still hear the thudding of the body falling down, down, down. And you hear the rushing water below. You know eventually her body's going to land in that water. And then it is Ardak's turn. So Ardak, it is you versus these 4 orcs.
Are they also like standing pretty strong? Like they don't look phased that their person went down?
The 2 in the middle look more disturbed that she fell. The 2 on either end look like they're just ravenous for this fight.
Okay. I'm going to pick up the spear she threw at me. Because there's one she threw that missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick it up, and I'm just going to just step to be right here at the edge and chuck it at the guy in the middle.
Okay.
Is that still a disadvantage?
The spear would be because the spear is 20 feet range.
Okay. Nope. I'm assuming a 12 doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
Okay.
I did forget, and I'm going to do it because it's fun and people don't always think of this. Her spiritual weapon does not go away because she died. It lasts for a minute. So there is still a spiritual spear that's floating near you. And its last command was to kill you. So for the next 7 rounds, it is going to attempt to finish this task against you.
Oh, God.
So it will try to kill you.
Do spiritual weapons get attack of opportunities?
No, they don't. But it was next to you when your turn started. And it gets a 17 to try to hit you.
Nope.
Okay. So now at the end of your turn, do you want to move?
I do, because I don't have any more ranged weapons.
Okay. So you move away and it does not attack you.
I'm just gonna move to be like back behind this pillar so I could get some cover.
Sounds good. All right, so after you move, the orcs start catcalling at you all because you have taken cover. The two in the middle are going to attempt to shoot down the hallway at Cormac and Raishan, but they have disadvantage because the pillars sort of obscure the view of you a little bit. So, but they don't like that they don't have anybody to shoot at, so they're going to try. So the first one shoots for Raishan with disadvantage, and it clatters off the pillar and completely misses. The second one shoots at Cormac, and it also clatters, and both arrows clink down the hallway, one of them hitting the corpse of the troglodyte as it settles to the ground. And then it is Clarilla's turn.
All right. Clarilla is going to step up, and I am going to shoot my good old friend that I have shot many a time. And I'm going to shoot it with Hail of Thorns.
Oh my.
Because why not? Hang on. Yes, I will shoot it with Hail of Thorns. And then let me go back to my thing. 25.
Definitely hits him.
Excellent. Let me read the spell description super quick. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex save.
All right. Well, the first target. Now you do regular damage on him.
Yes,
so
that's 10 piercing already.
So he slumps back, like he just goes back against the door and slides down it as the thorns explode. But his two comrades will roll to see if they save. The one up to the north gets a 13, and
14.
the one to the south gets an 18.
Okay, so one of them fails, one of them passes.
Okay.
A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much on a success.
All right, so roll that d10.
Okay, well, let's go on. Do well. Oh my god.
I like it. All right, so he'll take 3 and the other will take 1.
Okay. And then for my extra attack, No, actually, hang on. That was my first attack, wasn't it?
That was your first attack.
All right, so I'm just going to shoot the guy in the middle for now.
Okay.
For my bonus attack, which my horde breaker. Where's my longbow? There's my longbow. 11 probably doesn't hit.
11 will not hit him. His hide armor blocks it.
I'm just going to shoot him again with my extra attack.
Excellent.
And another 11. Oh my god. He is not meant to be shot by me.
Nope, the thick hides that he's wearing block the arrow from going all the way in and hurting him. It hits, but you just see it fall away harmlessly, and he grunts. All right.
And then I'm just going to step back a bit. I don't care that they are annoyed about this. I'd like to live.
All right. So, Cormac, we're back to you, sir. You're muted.
Yeah. Does it take an action to tie a bit of rope to the end of an arrow?
Yes, because you have to take the time to tie the knot, so it would be an action.
Oh, I'm going to do that then. If I walk up and step behind this pillar, can I do my bonus action hide first before I attack?
I would say, yes, you could, because you move up to the pillar, they see you get behind the pillar, but then if you're stealthy enough, they won't know which way you're coming from.
19.
All right, so they're looking, so I will roll to see if they know that you're there. Where's my...
I'll let you know. I'm going after this dude.
You're going after that dude? I will roll to see if he knows you're there. What is his perception? Oh, well, it's a straight roll, so here we go. All right, he does not appear to notice which way you went. When you pop out, he is startled.
Right, so then that's advantage. I'm going to shoot this guy because he is the closest to that secret door, so most likely the one that laughed at us. That's my rationale of thinking.
I like it. All right, so you shoot him, and it is a solid hit. Ooh.
33.
You...
Wait, no, hold on. 12, 24, Plus
36.
6.
You shoot him through the jugular and take him out. In fact, it goes through and the arrow actually sinks into the wood of the door behind him, and he's kind of pinned there, and then the arrow snaps and he falls down to the ground. And he is dead.
Thanks for laughing at me.
All right, so after Cormac, Raishan.
So I'm just going to step up behind this pillar, and I'm going to tie the other end of the rope around the pillar.
Oh, excellent. So you just run up and whip it around the pillar and grab the other end and you're tying it?
Yep.
Excellent.
That's my turn.
So after Raishan does that, Ardek, you are all tucked now in, all of you behind these pillars. Raishan tying the knot.
Oh, hey, I have hand axes. I could throw those too.
Yeah, it'd be long range though.
Is Ardek like digging through all of his weapons? Like, what can I use?
I'm an up close fighter. I don't have any other choice.
It's fair.
So I'm gonna pop out and I'm just gonna throw some hand axes. I guess at this guy.
Excellent.
Or is this at this? I don't know the range of a hand axe.
I believe it's a disadvantage, but I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, 2060.
2060.
Yes.
All right. Nope.
Yep. So you hurl these, foom, foom, and they clatter through the open doorways and hit the stairs and kind of lie at the foot of the stairs.
Then I'm going to I'm just going to move over to this corner over here. I don't want to hide behind the pillar.
Okay. Yeah, you notice the spiritual weapon is stabbing at the space where you were, but it doesn't seem to be able to move of its own accord. It seems like the cleric needs to be here to move it and is not. So it is going to continue to stab where you were until it goes away. All right, then we come to the orcs' turns. There is one gold dragonborn that they both are going to shoot at. The first fires. Boom.
That's going to hit.
11
Ouch.
Points of piercing damage.
Halved because I'm
So
raging.
5. And then the second one also fires his arrow at you, but will miss. And they both, looking at each other, looking at the slumped forms of their comrades, they take a piece out of your book. They're going to move behind these doors and get themselves some cover. They're open. You can still see them, but they have some partial cover. So they got a little bump to their AC for this. All right.
Playing right into my trap.
So, Clarilla.
All right. I am going to step out, squeezing through my friends here.
You notice that they have taken some cover.
That's okay. So that's a -2, is it?
I'm gonna add 2 to their AC, so you just roll straight and then.
Sure, that makes it much easier. Let's go for the bottom one first.
All right. It funks into the torch post right below another arrow that's already sitting there.
That's crazy. For my horde breaker for the other one.
Okay.
20.
That will hit him.
Excellent. That's a 6 piercing.
All right. He will take 6 damage.
Excellent. And then I would like for... back to the bottom one. Why not? And shoot another arrow. 27.
Definitely hits him.
Excellent. That's another 5 piercing.
All right.
And then I'm going to, for flavor, just for variety, hide behind the other pillar now.
You step around.
Variety in
Yep.
the pillar.
Raishan is finishing a very, very solid knot on the second pillar that you're behind. And then it is Cormac's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna sneaking my bonus action.
All right. So you sneaky. I'm going to roll.
Where is he? I can't see him.
Ooh. But he doesn't have any bonuses, so even with that, he doesn't seem to see you. As he knows you're behind that pillar, but when you pop out from the other side of it, he's not expecting you to be almost at the ground when you fire at him.
As I
It's like
peek around,
it's like a really bad game of peekaboo. You know?
Really bad game.
do I see which ones? Is there one which doesn't look messed up?
They both look very messed up at this point. They are bleeding from multiple arrow wounds now.
Okay, well, I'm going to attack the top one because
Okay.
it seems like the first one I'd see as I peek around.
You attack and you don't hit him. It thuds against the stone door and just the tip of the arrow snaps off.
That's a warning shot. And then I don't know, something nobody ever thought Cormac would do. I'm going to step out here because I want to laugh at them.
All right. Raishan, you have tied an exceptional knot.
It is now tied around my waist, tied around this pillar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run and using my psionics ability as a bonus action, jump and land right in front of this guy.
He's like,
And I am going to swing my greatsword at him.
that is enough to hit him. As his arrow is notched for the next attack, and you get too close, like his arm is past you, you pin his arm. 12 damage. And then you slash into him and send him toppling backward as he dies under your blade.
And then I swing at his buddy with my second attack.
Which also hits.
For another 12 damage.
You cleave through both of them. And they both fall. Silent. Bloody heaps on the ground.
Good job.
And I look around because I have the ability that, when I've reduced a creature to 0 hit points, I can make another melee weapon attack. And I look to see if there's anybody else hiding.
You see no one else hiding. You think that you've now killed all of them.
And there is now a rope across this bridge, or across this chasm.
Are you going to brace? Because okay, I have a slight feeling I should give the potion of climbing to the really massive, heavy dragon dude.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to untie it from my waist. And I'm going to tie it around the pillar for this pillar here for the bridge.
Okay. So you guys wait while Raishan tightens up this rope and pulls it taut. And now you have a rope that is across this chasm.
Okay, so before we do this, before I go across at least, can I just do a perception check just to see if I see anything down below?
Yes, go for it.
23.
All right. So you look down and you remember when you were here before and you look down, there's the river very far down below and it's low enough that you can't see it. But you do see about 60 feet down, just at the edge of your dark vision, the dead body of the female orc that fell. It looks like she got caught up on a small, sharp outcropping of rocks, so she didn't fall all the way to the river below. You also might think to yourself, looking at this could lead all the way down to the dragon's lair. So falling down there might be a bad idea.
Well, I'm going to go across the rope.
To some, it seems like a bad idea. To others, it seems like the perfect plan we could ever come up with.
Yeah, I'm also happy to go across the rope once you're across.
But we're going to send the really heavy guy across the rope first.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, that's a good way to test it, isn't it?
So, Ardak, you're going to traverse this chasm?
Correct.
All right. Are you going hand over hand? Are you using your hand over hand to go across? Or are you going to try to be sleek and try to tightrope this baby?
I'm gonna do the hand over hand.
All right, give me an athletics check. All right, so you very carefully, just one hand after the other, probably still raging just in the end, like punch yourself in the face to get yourself going. And
so I'm raging. That's technically a 21.
Yes.
I'm 19.
So you
just rage climb.
Yep, rage cross, and you make your way across the chasm. The knots hold, the rope holds, and you safely cross.
Can I have a quick look at the ropes, just the knots, just to make sure that they're still as securely tied as they were first time?
Sure, you can roll me just a perception on the knot on this side. Take a quick look at it around this pillar.
I'm going to go collect my hand axes and all those spears and javelins I threw.
I rolled a 9.
The knot looks sturdy. You think that it'll hold?
Right, Cormac, do you want to go first or shall I?
Yeah, you
Hell,
can
the
go.
big guy.
Do you want to go?
You can go.
Okay.
I'll still with my bear.
I will go across.
All right, are you using your hand over hand, or are you going to try to tightrope walk?
Did you want my potion of climbing?
I'm going to play it safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to play it safe, so hand over hand.
So an athletics check.
I'm tempted, but no.
I mean, you are an elf.
Oh, go on then. I want to show off.
All right. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
We make it this far.
So I have a +7 on dex, guys. Let's see how bad this is going to be.
You have +7 on Dex, and how is your acrobatics so low? Oh, you're not skilled at it.
All right, so you guys see Clarilla. She attempts to walk across, one foot in front of the other. She gets about halfway across and then just loses it and goes over, just barely grabbing the rope in both hands as she goes, and is hanging by her hands. So now you're just hanging by your hands in the center, Clarilla.
Yeah, so...
That's what you get for showing off. I yell as I pick up my weapons.
Okay, so now I would like to very, very carefully make my way across. Very slowly, very sturdily.
All right.
I've learned my lesson.
Roll me an athletics check.
Please.
Please.
One sec. Okay, yeah, athletics. 15.
All right, so very carefully measured movements, you make your way the rest of the way across and pull yourself up on the other side.
I pretend like nothing ever happened.
And now there is one left standing on the side.
And whilst he's making his way across or whatever he's doing, I would like to start looking through the bodies of the orcs.
All right.
First off, because I'm smart, I'm tying a rope to myself and to the pillar, so if I fall, I ain't gonna die. Which is what I was always going to do. And when I saw what happened to Terra, I'm like, yep, she should have done that.
I was debating it, but I thought I'd just show off.
And then I'm gonna walk across the top and show her how it's done.
All right, acrobatics, please. Oh, Cormac does very dexterously, just 1 foot, and makes his way across the rope to the other side and lands, safety rope and all.
And then, well, my next thing which I want to do is go up and clear that door so I can try and get my bear.
All right, so as Cormac moves through that tunnel, Clarilla, you are looking through these orcs that were left here. And so they each had longbows. They also each carried a great axe. Amongst them, there are a total of 27 arrows left that they didn't fire. You also find altogether 3 gold and 4 silver pieces amongst their various coin pouches.
How much, sorry?
3 gold, 4 silver.
Okay, grand.
You kind of look over the edge down 60 feet at that female orc lying in her robes, pierced by a rock.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by what she had on her. How many feet down did you say?
She is 60 feet below the ledge.
How many ropes do we have, guys?
Well, Raishan used one, and Cormac
How
used
long
one.
are ropes, actually? A hempen rope, how long is that?
50 feet.
Oh, that's fine. I thought they were shorter. Can I tie it around the pillar and go down?
You can.
So tie it around the pillar, tie it around myself, and then go down.
All right, so you can just roll me an athletics check for the climb down.
Oh,
Here we go again, you guys. What could possibly go wrong?
Don't say that.
11.
All right, that is with the rope. That is good enough to climb your way down. You get to just about 10 feet above where she is lying pierced on these rocks, and you realize you will have to untie yourself to get to her because the rope's only 50 feet long.
I climb back up.
You climb back up.
Guys, can I borrow someone's rope, please?
My rope's across this chasm.
Yeah, I untied myself from mine, so
Did we have any more ropes?
I start to pull on my rope and just hold it out. Don't
No.
die.
Can I tie the two ropes together
Yes, you can.
against the pillar, climb against myself, and climb down again?
Roll me another climb check, athletics.
That would be a 7.
All right, so this time you
I want you not to kill yourself.
you do sort of lose your grip on the rocks, and you do kind of fall. You will take just 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you bounce down, and before you kind of right yourself, you kind of bruise yourself a little bit. That's going to probably hurt tomorrow.
Okay.
But you luckily you fall a little past her actually before you fetch up and catch yourself, and then you kind of climb back up to where she's located.
I hope she has nothing in her. I hope there's nothing on her.
Right, what does she have on her?
All right, so you looking through real quick, she has a coin pouch that has 3 red garnets. You think they're worth probably 50 gold apiece. She's got like 10 gold pieces in her pouch. She also has a ring on her finger.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
she's
very
married.
definitely married.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a like this just nice gold metal band around her finger.
Pretty. I put it on my finger.
Okay, you take it, you put it on your finger.
Yep.
It's kind of nice.
You turn into an orc lady wearing a robe.
She turns back into an elf. No kidding.
Is there anything? Does the robe look like cool or anything? Or any of her clothes?
The robe she's wearing, it's like it looks like it was nice at one point, but it looks like she didn't really take care of it. It looks like it was once like, like a nice embroidered like blue robe, but it's obviously seen better days, and you're not sure when she either last bathed and or washed it.
Okay, I'll stay away from that then. I would like to climb back up, please.
Make me an athletics check to see how well this goes.
I'll pull her back up.
Fair enough. So
Glad you're helping.
so you go to climb, and you just feel the rope go taut, and then little by little you just kind of do the whole like.
Okay, so I'm doing this whole hanging down thing, and just like letting it happen.
While these shenanigans are going on, I'm going to start kind of walking a little bit further up to see if there's any more orcs lingering about anywhere.
Okay, so you
Kind of like clear the path ahead.
Just go ahead and make a perception check just in general to kind of give a look-see. All right, so you move forward, kind of looking around. You don't see any other signs of orcs here. It looks like these ones, like, kind of looking around for signs. You don't think that they've been staying up here. You don't see any signs of, like, them making camp up here. So they may have been staying elsewhere and just been laying in wait. But currently, the stairs are safe.
Cool. And then I'm just going to wait for everyone else to catch up.
All right. So what is everyone else doing in this moment? Oh, Cormac. Cormac went up that hallway. So Cormac, you get to the secret door. The first door is open. The second door is closed. And there is a very large rock kind of shoved in, crammed in there. And then there's also all these actual metal pitons kind of rammed in around the edges of where the door should open. And you can see that they're bent a little, like the force was pushing against them, but there's a lot of them around this door. Like, they definitely didn't want you coming back out this way from the other side.
Crap, what do I gotta do to clear this door? I'll pitch a tent and chip at this rock away if I have to. This bear's making it out.
It looks like it's pretty heavy. Like, it looks like you definitely need some help to get this out.
Fine, I'll help you.
It's a door that beat you. Do you really want me to say that a door beat you?
I said fine, I'd help you. I go up and I pull up this rock.
All right, so it takes a little bit of time, but Raishan is very physically strong, and with help, you're able to pull the rock free, and then work the pitons out from around this door. About halfway through doing it, you do hear from the other side, and you hear like scratching, until you eventually get everything kind of cleared out. You get this big long rock pulled out of this hallway, and the door is able to swing open, and the space beyond is filled with the big head of this bear. And it starts to physically pull itself through the hole, like a cat squeezing into a bowl that's too small, and just pulling itself through as it wants out of this dungeon, and eventually pops itself free and squeezes itself down this hallway until it comes all the way out to the ledge and is free.
Yes. I got a friend. Hopefully he doesn't just run off.
And I think that's a good spot to leave it for next time. As you guys are outside of the halls.
See, that sounds really sus when all I'm thinking next time going back to town and finishing, and it's like, we'll leave it here because you're gonna die.
Oh, no, come on now.
You're gonna step outside and there's a dragon cracking its knuckles with 3 friends going.
Well, we'll find out.
I hope not.
2 weeks when we come back for what maybe the last session of this game. We'll see what happens. I mean, it always ends up being, decided by what happens with the adventurers. But there's
an orc army out there, and it's like, shit.
I just want to go home.
It's the ghosts of the troglodyte babies. All right.
Kill him again.
That was those 2. Wood elves had nothing to do with that.
The wood elves tag out. Nope, we good. We good. You can take...
I just pull out my Bahamut holy symbol, just hold it out like power of Christ compels you.
Nice.
Stealth check, sneak it away. Come on back, come on.
Also, I will tell you, Clarilla, that you will, after an hour with that ring, once you take a short rest with it, it is a ring of protection. So it will give you +1 to your AC and +1 to saving throws while you wear it. So
I'm also going to do an Arcana check at our next rest.
That's what I figured, so.
Awesome.
All right, so does anyone have anything they want to plug? Let's, Barry, you got anything going on this week?
Tuesday night, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We're finally getting through it after we derailed it for 5 sessions.
I mean, that works. And where do you play that on?
Indoor Adventures channel. We're up to session 14, and I think we just hit the circus.
Nice.
Yeah. I got killed in that by a teammate in a friendly fight.
Oops.
And then he cut my arm off.
Excellent. Jamie, what do you got going on?
In 2 weeks, this again, and then on January 7th, we are starting again on this channel, Call of Cthulhu. For some reason, I decided I want to play that again, and it's in the Old West. Now we're playing the deputy sheriff who kind of got pushed into the role, and it's fine. We'll just shoot people.
Everything's fine. It's just Cthulhu. Kat, do you have anything going on?
Nope, I've got nothing, thank you.
Well, except she's DMing off stream, and she did it for the first time.
I DM'd my first session on yesterday, actually.
So,
and it went amazing.
So you never know. You may see her DMing. I might make her DM for us sometime.
Not just yet.
Yeah. And how about you, Brad? Anything going on?
I've got nothing going on. I just want to wish everybody a happy New Year.
Yay!
For me too.
Happy New Year! I know. I can't believe
2019.
Woo-hoo. And as for me, you can find me here every other Sunday. And January 7th begins every other Monday, Cthulhu sessions, 7 p.m. Eastern time for those, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time for this, except when we have technical difficulties. And then also every Saturday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I play Waterdeep Dragon Heist on Power Square RPG. And next Saturday at 7 p.m. I'm going to play on Scotty Hood Twitch. I'm playing my old character from a previous adventure in his Trackless Sea campaign. That's what I'm doing. I think that's everything. So, all right. So we will be back. Next session might be the last for this adventure. And then we'll see what happens next if the party decides to continue adventuring or if we go on to other things. So, yes, Happy New Year to everybody. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Be safe. And thanks, guys. This was fun. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.